Robert Sheffey was a circuit-riding Methodist preacher. He was never ordained. He wasn't a great student, didn't study and didn't want to go to seminary, just wanted to go preach. And they wouldn't ordain him or appoint him a church, so he just went and preached anyways. He went wherever there was an opening. He traveled all over Southwest Virginia, West Virginia, Tennessee, everywhere in this region. They said he covered about 4 states. He lived until 1902. He was born in 1820. And he preached up until his last days when finally his health just gave out. At 82, that's understandable. He traveled by horseback. He went all over the country. They wrote a book about him called The Saint of the Wilderness. And there was a movie made about him, although it was pretty poorly done, and it was put out by Bob Jones University in the 70s. The acting's poor. But the storyline is good. It's about a man who had a deep love for others, especially poor people, and everyone back here in the frontier at that time was poor. And he had a deep love for animals, and he spent his life serving others. And then he died, and they buried him here, and they still have a camp meeting here every year commemorating his life and labors and all the churches that he served in this area. And then there's a phrase in the Bible, and this is where the teachable moment comes in. That history lesson was free. The teachable moment is this. There's a phrase in Hebrews chapter 11, verse 4, speaking of Abel, how he offered a more excellent sacrifice than Cain, and the Lord accepted him, and he obtained righteousness through his faith in that sacrifice. Then this phrase at the end of verse 4 says, he being dead yet speaketh. What that means is, even after he's dead, he still speaks to the life that he lived. Here's the teachable moment. When we put you in a cemetery, put a stone at the head of your grave, rake up all your ashes and put them in a little flower pot and set them on the mantle, what is your life going to say after you're gone? What did you devote your life to? What is it that speaks of your character, your service, and your faith, if you have any, after you're gone? Are you going to be known for earthly things? Maybe you built a bridge or a barn or cleared some land. You're going to be known for making fast race cars or raising good horses or having the largest farm in your county. While all of those things may speak of who you were afterwards, what Robert Sheffey did was of eternal value. His work and labor in the church is still carrying on today, and it will carry on for all of eternity. So that got me thinking, what they going to say about Harold Smith after I'm gone? It ain't going to be that I made good YouTube videos, but maybe over time I can have a reputation similar to Robert Sheffey, where I gave my life for the service of churches. I traveled around helping those in need. And maybe after I'm gone, that legacy will carry on throughout all of eternity. Just something to think about. It's a teachable moment. If you have interest in this, look up the old movie Sheffey, and just know that it's an old movie. And the acting's not that great, but the storyline's great. So what will be said of you after you die? Something to think about. We'll see you guys on the next video.